All right, well, this afternoon we're talking about the IRS first-time penalty abatement, what it is, how to get it. Well, if the IRS has assessed a tax penalty on your tax account, you may have a way out. The agency provides relief for taxpayers who meet certain qualifications. So joining us now to explain, Kimberly Washington. And first of all, Kim, let's just talk about what this is for people who don't know.
Right. So, of course, if you're someone who incurred a penalty, there may be a way out, and that's called the first-time penalty abatement. This is available depending on what type of taxpayer that you are, but if you're an S corporation partnership, and of course, if you're an individual, you may qualify. You do have to keep in mind you can qualify for this penalty abatement even if you have yet to pay it. So you do want to keep that in mind. So that is available to you at this time.
Now, you mentioned a couple of people, but who else can qualify for this?
Right. So when it comes to the penalty abatement, one of the things that you do want to keep in mind that number one, you want to make sure that you have good compliance with the IRS. So that just simply means in the last 3 years that you did not have a penalty. So you do want to keep that in mind. Also, it's available for certain types of penalties. So there are different types of penalties depending on your tax situation that would qualify with the IRS.
Now, when we talk about penalties, what kind of penalties can be waived as part of this program?
Right. So number one is the failure to file penalty. So, of course, if you file your tax return late, you may qualify. Again, also the failure to pay penalty. So, of course, if you didn't put in the right amount of tax with the IRS, you can also qualify based off of that. And last but not least, the failure to deposit penalty. This is the estimated tax penalty that may be available to you. So these are three penalties that could be, of course, vanished if you request the first-time penalty abatement.
Now, what steps can you take to maybe obtain that penalty relief?
It's really quite easy, and a lot of people don't realize this. You simply just need to pick up the phone and call the IRS. You can call them on a general number at 1-800-829-1040, or you can look at the notice that maybe the IRS have sent to you, but it's a real quite easy process. And of course, if you don't want to talk to the IRS, you can complete a form. That form is Form 843, but it's really simple, and of course, you would qualify if you haven't had penalties within the last 3 years.
And we are close to tax season.
Yes, I mean, we are.
Next week is like D-Day for all of us.
It is.
Unless you file that extension,
That's
right?
correct. If you file that extension, you're good to go.
All right, Kimberly Washington for us. Thank you so much for being here. We
it.
appreciate it.